Yo! So, time for more Pillars of Eternity. This time we're gonna take on the Forgotten. I died a few times here, so this is not live recording. These guys need a specific strategy. The AI is pretty good, and obviously they're a lot more than my party, and since they're not just some random Xaurups or something, they're like a little bit like player characters, so gotta pay attention. Another point is that I didn't rest before this fight. I already used up my summoning figurine, so Cypher is kind of unprotected here. And also this is one of the fights where Kana's defenses are just not good enough. You can't really face tank with him as good as with a Paladin, obviously, but in many fights it doesn't really matter. His defenses are a bit lower because they're still enough, but this is one of the fights that really matters. And I totally overlooked that I can do level 3 potions. When I was looking for healing potions, I saw that the major recovery, major endurance, I think, the one that straight up heal, I saw that they're from level 7, and somehow I mixed it up with displaced image and all those good level 3 potions. I totally did not realize that those are doable from level 5 already. And since we're level 6 here, I'm not using them in this fight, but I noticed it here and I'm glad I did. Because yeah, they're really good, the displaced image and especially the attack speed potion. So I'm gonna pick the clever approach here. And what's important here is we don't wanna get the Cypher into a position where she gets meleeed. It's kind of random. I managed, before I recorded this, I managed for her to not get aggroed at all, but I made a little mistake here. Maybe mistake is the wrong thing to say, but I really wanted to use my accuracy boost from the Paladin on her, and that moment everybody broke engagement on him, as you will see in a second. So yeah, I'm standing with Kana at a place where he can catch a single guy from approaching, but since I did that little thing there with the Paladin, the liberating exhortation, that's how everybody broke free. But gladly the Cypher got off her beam spell, her Ecto-Psychic Echo, and that spell hurts. But once again you will see that the AI of these guys is pretty good. So using a melee weapon here, and I hope the beam spell would kill these guys, but the rogue used her escape ability or something like that. And yeah, coordinating position or something like that. So the rogue is on the other side now and doesn't get hit by the beam spell anymore. So I disengaged here just to get a better use out of the beam, and as you can see, it's raping the mage over there. And these mages are really vicious. If I solo, they are always the first thing I attack. And there we go, the mage is down. The first one. So that's really nice. And now luckily the Phantom can stun the rogue. The Cypher can get out there again. Sadly she doesn't have a lot of health left. But yeah, good thing is that Kana's doing fine so far, since he's pretty squishy, as I pointed out before. And there goes a rogue, finally dead. That rogue, by the way, cannot be charmed. Or you can charm the rogue. It will go green and say charmed, and the rogue will still attack you, which is super annoying. Because usually in these kind of situations, when my Cypher gets aggroed, I normally just charm whoever aggroes her. But yeah, didn't work. Tried it out. Super annoying. And now she gets aggroed again. I think that will be the death of her, but she served her purpose. I probably could have summoned the Phantom on this guy to stun him, but the Phantom never really lasts that long. I rather sent it at the mage. I think that was the better choice in the end. The mages do the main damage here. As soon as they're out of the game, the tanks are pretty much home free. So yeah, mage is in bad shape. There's a lot going on in fights like this, and my strategy is definitely not perfect. Especially with the Cypher. There's definitely a way to keep the Cypher a little safer. Maybe even give her a bit more defensive gear. And there she goes down. But yeah, these few guys that are left, they don't stand a chance. So this is pretty much what's gonna happen in many fights with the Cypher in early levels. If you equip the Cypher with defensive gear, you can last longer, but the enemy AI on this level is sadly pretty rare in this game. There were some AI changes in one of the patches that were not that long ago, but sadly they didn't change all characters, they didn't change all parties or all enemies. There's still so many enemies that just plain suck, sorry to say that, but you can have a big mob of melees ganging up on your 2 1 engagement slot tanks, and your Cypher is just next to them, and the enemies that can't engage your 2 tanks, they run around trying to engage the tanks, and they totally ignore the Cypher or whatever squishies you have. And there's way too many of those kind of encounters, even in White March 2, which totally should not be the case. But yeah, this is one of the encounters where the AI is really good. It was pretty good before the patch, and it got a lot better. The mages were pretty scary before, but that is really dangerous now. And also this guy, this Ori Matazan or whatever his name is, Ori Mans Hassan. Sorry, I can't really pronounce that probably. I don't know if he's a monk or what, but he's just super tanky, hits hard, totally ignores engagement. That missed. He just, for him, engagement isn't even there. Which is good, that's how melees should be. And there we go, that's the Forgotten. Yeah, not too sure to who I give the Sanguine Plate. whether I'm really gonna give it to the Sci-Fi. It would make her a bit more tanky. So I'm thinking about it. Haven't decided yet.
Indeed.
We'll see. So yeah. I had to go and eat at this point, so I had to stop recording when I was not live recording anyway, so next recording will be with live commentary again, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but it's possible that I will record right after this, so see you then.